And other things I'm not allowed to say anymore.
Yep. Let's see here. How many people do we have in stream according to this?
Zero.
We have 0. Wow, we doing good, boys. We doing skills. Turns out Monday morning is not the most exciting time of day.
0. You think these people would want to be doing anything but working,
Please stand by. It's still standing. Oh, we got up to 27.
Whoa, we have 27 people.
Yeah.
Totally.
I am certain at least 2 of them are Google crawl bots. One of them is Bing.
I'm so important, I just pinged every staff member. Somebody tweet,
Why did you ping every staff member, not just like 1 or 2 of them?
Because I don't know who has control of the...
Fair.
More doors for more horrors. More windows. Oh, not enough doors. That's your... That's, the ball's in your court there, but I don't know how to mod this game,
If there was more windows, we'd see further into what we don't want to see. Like, you don't want to see what's between the rooms.
Yeah, do we want to see what's outside of the, rooms?
I'm not saying what's outside of the rooms, I'm saying what's between the rooms.
I guess.
Yes. Because, like, outside the house, we know there's a garden. Outside the rooms. But, like, between the rooms? Oh boy, that gets, ooh.
Also, do we know that's outside, or do we just know that's in one door? There's your question,
My understanding from what we've seen is that, like, it's, like, you can go all the way around the house outside.
Maybe. We've been under rooms. Well, we've kind of been under rooms, unless that doesn't count as under rooms, which is possible, I guess.
What's that series with the backrooms? Yeah, the backrooms. The backrooms is a fun series. Although the backrooms game is, from my understanding, kind of terrible.
So last time around we took care of Panorama's thing and then booted her off, because she upsets everyone. We stirred some shit up in the Entamark, got married in the Entamark,
Abandoned our wife.
in the Entamark,
We caused a civil war in the Civil War because we just,
Oh yeah, we caused a civil war within the Civil War because we killed Lady Bluesteel, which I regret, but whatever.
Yeah, hey, don't forget, we also killed the other Baron.
My thinking is, if we can make the war totally one-sided, then it won't be the bloodbath that not Lady Thespian, whichever one told us she wants to keep the sides even, because a civil war will be too bloody. My thinking is, if it's all one-sided, then it won't be a bloody civil war, will it? It'll just be them walking in, The only ones that'll never switch are the wasps that are putting eggs inside of people, and are we supposed to feel bad about killing them?
Somewhat.
No.
Don't wasps have a reason to live too, though?
To lay eggs inside of people. That's their raison d'etre.
Well, that's those people's problems, not the wasps' problems.
I gave them a guy once.
Mm-hmm. So you're part of the problem.
Better still, I kind of want to see what happens if I make things absolutely awful for Lady Scorn and then tell her it's time for war. I want to see if I get a reward from the other factions or if that counts as me, me just losing. Because her being the aggressor will make things even worse for her strategically, won't it? If she's going up against everybody being against her.
Possibly. Depends on how well defended the other settlements are, because she could, if she gets to choose the point of battle, and if her army is big enough to roll over the little settlements.
That's a good point.
Like, you know, Clausewitz,
yeah,
man.
make them fight. Make them fight in Scornvaunt.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah, actually, yeah, Scornvaunt, because then there also won't be innocents in the crossfire, just more wasps.
Yeah. Just to be clear, this is the stream of consciousness from you, Noot. You're not responding to anyone, right? Okay, yeah. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Stream of consciousness. It's good, it's good.
As much done as possible. My heart likes having a heart attack. It's fine though.
Blood pressure is good for the body.
This is one sad, dead little corner of the house. These three are the only things there.
Is there anything kind of like is the how should I say? Are the locked doors of the house, do they make a rectangle around things, or is it actually kind of like a squiggly shape?
It's not a perfect rectangle, if that's what you're asking.
But it's a rough rectangle?
I wish I could show it.
Well, I'm just thinking, because, like, the map, like, if we take a look at the map, when you can escape this dude.
No, there's, like, oh, no, it pauses.
Yeah, like, there's, like, right above you.
There is rectangles, but as you can see, there's a big piece of wall jutting out there.
But, like, saying north of you right now, all the way up to the, like, that big gap north of you all the way up.
Okay, so, where's Google Watch? Where's Google?
Like, no, where you're at right now.
No, just listen. Oh, in the corner here?
Yeah, like, this northern blob.
There's an elbow there that goes way over there, but over here it's more like that. And it does make a rectangle-ish at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want me to send you the map. It's only spoilers if you actually read the read what the numbers correspond to. Otherwise, it's just the shape of the map.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Ooh. By the way, everyone, this is Chris, the co-host, and our major player tonight is this morning. Yeah, exactly, and we're playing More Doors.
More doors for more
the House
horrors.
of Doors.
Why am I not getting cultural knowledge?
The doorologist? Yes, I know much about doors. I know how to make a hole in a door. I know how to repair a hole in a door. That's all you need to know about doors. Sometimes you use like the... Oh, you want to use silicone grease, not graphite grease, or WD-40 on the hinges, because then, you know, it doesn't gum up like 6 months later. Yeah, graphite grease. You never want to use graphite lubricant. I know. Stay tuned for more door facts.
You fight to dive into the tomb itself, pushing through the crush. As you hear near the front of the mass, you push past bodies that feel lifeless and soft to the touch. People squeezed to death in the crowd. Oh god.
Hey, it's a soccer game.
You manage to spot one of the few remaining mummies lodged beneath a corpse that is much too fresh for your liking. You grab it by the arm and rib and pull it back to the surface, fighting for your prize with every aching muscle. And I gain knowledge of the confectorate. The corpse is light as driftwood and twice as brittle.
Wonder what the most esoteric door knowledge I have is.
Alto, there's absolutely no way to convince Scorn or Caloram to turn against Lady Scorn, right? Because they need the honey and shit? Or something? I don't know. Yeah, so I guess they have to fight the quote honey mad legions of Caloran, but I feel like if I turn everybody else against them, it'll still be a short war. I'm just sad I can't send all of them against her. Bonk. Freaking Calram.
Yep.
We get it. You like honey.
Let me think here about the door thing. I know. Most doors with windows don't have double paned glass on their windows, which makes them a really cold spot in winter. What are the random door facts?
Helicopter. Ah.
Door hinges are fairly easy to replace, although you have to make sure not to over-tighten the screws, otherwise you compromise them pretty hard.
Remove the bottom hinge first and then the top one. Do not do it the other way around.
Yeah, it'll torque pretty badly.
It'll literally fall off the bottom hinge. Like it'll tear it out of the wall if it's a especially heavy door.
I've not seen too many doors that don't have at least 3 hinges, though.
You still go from the bottom to the top, huh?
Yeah. We have a door outside in an unheated garage where we have to move the lock plate in the spring in the fall. Otherwise, it doesn't open or lock.
Ugh. You come upon a band of desperate survivors camping out atop the roof of a drowned monastery. They have set up tents, makeshift beds, little fires. They fall silent as you approach. As soon as you tell them you have a kinetipede, however, they start clamoring for your help. They want you to take them to Caloram, where they can seek refuge. They're sick of eating treacle. Then they're not going to like the honey that they get to when they get to Caloram, but you know what?
I'm going to laugh if they weigh too much and you have to dump them out.
That's what I was worried about. You lead the refugees over the rooftops and back to your kinetipede. They shuffle up the ramp one by one, thanking you for your kindness and turning their brave, pinched faces up to you. The boxcar groans under their weight.
Hey. Let's go to Calham, but keep the lights off.
Oh my god!
Let's keep the lights off the whole way.
Cargo. Look at my weight.
I know, it's fine.
I was at 30. I was at
No, they've only added 25.
No, where are they?
They're up there. You can actually dump them right now. They're at 25.
Bugger.
Oh, can you sell them here?
No, but what can I sell here? Nothing.
If only you would have kept that lumber instead of converting it to fuel.
What? Oh. Then I'd still have the weight.
Some golems.
Just toss some guys out. It's fine.
No sanity for anybody! Yay! What else? If you ever have air conditioning or heating problems in your house, oftentimes doors are the issue because they block the exhaust air.
Was it you that said that their friend was renting a thermal camera, or someone else?
It's my friend. I might end up having to buy one.
Oof.
Because trying to find one to rent is impossible. Like, the one I found to rent costs more a week to rent than it is for me to buy one.
Wow, why?
I don't know, but yeah, they said like $335 a week. And I can get one online for about 270-ish. So I'm just gonna make my friend be the first one to rent it at like $20, and then I'm just gonna, try and see if I can find other people to rent it.
I'm gonna drop them off at the licorice place instead,
Yeah. I can't imagine treacle or even honey being your full complement of daily nutrition.
Who cares?
Like, I don't see treacle having enough protein. A spindly town of boiled black sugar, brittle towers, swaying gently under door draught.
Oh.
A cauldron of boiling sugar has overturned, burning the flesh from a dozen workers. The treacle mines have been closed amid authorities' fear of an accident on the same scale of the Macara disaster. The hooded merchants were seen wandering at night.
Oh, I can buy secrets here. Warding iron I'll get from Ghoul Watch for a lot cheaper.
I used to live somewhere when I rented that I had to replace the doorknob because there was no lock on the door. And the cheapest thing I could find was a deadbolt. So my door to my room was a deadbolt. There was no knob, just a deadbolt. It was very hard to shut the door I had to use the key to pull the door shut. As you watch ripples spread across the lake, a hooded head emerges near the bank, then another and another. So many. A dozen hooded ones come marching out of the molten licorice, each holding a swaying lantern. You call out, but they ignore you. Ears are too covered with the syrupy stickness. They march past without turning their heads. For days after, you were tormented by nightmares where something colossal and black and ill-defined follows them out onto shore.
There is something wrong with Athena.
Oh, talking about sugar, I have a portulaca plant, and I collect the flowers, and it it's I've been finding the dried flowers make a decent scent. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's not an overpowering one like a lot of flower scents. I was trying to originally collect the seeds, but it turns out portulaca are, and I hate this term, indeterminate, so you never know if a flower is going to make seeds or not. Now, mind you, this is completely different than every other time that indeterminate is used when it comes to plants, but hey, it's plants. If it's not confusing, are you doing it right?
Bugger. Bumfluff,
Morning, Maze. Hey, it's the purple tank. It's the rave party bus.
Don't worry, they'll get there soon, I promise, But, for now, we're gonna get ours,
Ooh. I still love that you are the best champion of the year when you won a tournament on the first day of the year. You were the most impressive thing she'd seen all year.
Altos, this guy doesn't even know how the days of the year work in this game, or the months of the year.
I did. Like, we were at 1825, and then we were on the first of the first month after that.
No,
it was the first day of the year.
Because I had my birthday, and that was already in the year 26. I'm sure of it.
Isn't your birthday late in the year?
I don't know. Anyway, another locked door. Something draws you to this one, though.
Mm-hmm.
The key moves, dragging your hand with it. A slight motion of your wrist is met by a screech and rumble as ancient hidden machinery emerges, clanking and thumping as the tumblers drop. A sudden hiss of air, and then... Can you imagine being on that fucking ship and seeing what I just fucking did?
They would be saying, okay, get the fuck out of here now.
Nope, let's go.
No, there is horrors unimaginable on the other side of that.
The ballroom.
The ballroom.
Look at the kitty.
It wants to eat you.
A little bit.
The cavernous ballroom populated by shadowy guests. They fade in and out of existence, half substantial silhouettes flickering gracefully across the polished floor. So you've just doomed this ballroom to like unimaginable death by all the creatures that are going to walk through that door, right?
Nah, it's got its own source of light.
Sure.
Let's talk to the guests.
The guests ignore your polite small talk. They glide past you, unaware, and dance themselves out of existence. Leaning on the balustrade of the double staircase is a huge black cat on hind legs. It seems to see you, at least. It winks knowingly as you walk past. When you glance back, it's gone.
Can you imagine if it actually changed the background?
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Altos, can you make it so that it changes the background so the cat is gone just until you come back the next time? If you get that, if you get that. I know that's such a waste of your time, and it's pointless and no one will even notice, but it would be funny.
It'd be a lot easier if the original Photoshop files were available too.
Yeah, that is true. They did. They had a specific artist draw all these. I love the art style. It's beautiful. Let's search the ballroom.
The guests are oblivious to you, and only half real anyways. You may as well look through their belongings for anything interesting. Around the walls are 12 ornate chairs. Searching beneath the seat cushions of one, you discover a diamond the size of your fist.
None of the guests protest. How much undreamt treasure do I have? 3. And I've already given one away.
So can you sell things to them here?
Nope. Oh, Alto. Yeah, that's fair. Altos, for some reason I'm not seeing the, when I go insane, I'm not seeing the, special shops that are supposed to pop up. Is it just a chance that it'll happen, or does it always happen in a place with shops? And yes, there is a ton of subplots. That's why I'm trying to. That's why I haven't done anything with the main plot in a while.
There is at least 7. There's at least 7 subplot. One might even say a factor of 7 subplot.
No. Oh well. Free guy. Yo, I don't know if you know this, but the stone dudes in the house are free.
You just need to pick them up, and they're yours. They've been abandoned.
At least 5 or 6, my dudes.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Oh, Dr. Christmas. I will never not find that funny.
I think I need an arcane codex.
We're dropping off the refugees?
Yeah.
Either that or you need another wagon. Can you get another wagon?
No. No, that's the limit, and it's hard coded.
So what you're saying is with Cheat Engine you can give yourself more wagons. No.
Nope. I've tried. Believe me. And like I said, Alto said that, yeah, alright, so, oh. I should have paused. Oh well. I got a thrilling yarn out of it. Once I reach a place with extremely low sanity, I'll let you take a look at it. Drop off your band of refugees. They started cheering as soon as Caloram came into view.
The refugees pour from your cargo hold, weeping with joy. A group of Calaramites have come out to greet them, waving signs of welcome. It's such a joyous occasion, you're almost forgotten, but not quite. The refugees surge back to shower you with their gratitude and blessings.
I've done something magnificent.
Yes. Just don't worry about it afterwards. It'll be fine. Oh, side note, Noot, you'll be glad to know I am up to 65% of my RimWorld mod settings have been set up.
Nice. What letter are you on?
Oh.
Oh, you already told me that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm past O. Where was it? I just need to... I've been keeping a log, because otherwise it's impossible to keep track.
Yay.
I'm up to R. Yeah,
Another
V is going to
guy.
be the big one, though. Like, oh, damn, V is going to be such a pain. Plus, I've got about 11 mods now that are going to take about an hour each to fix, but I have to fix them outside the game, because inside the game, it's just too tough to set them up properly. Got to go through the XML files. And then after I do all that, that's when I start creating my own custom mod to fix all the intermod compatibilities, which is going to be... That I can just do on my own time over time while I play. Like, making sure all the creatures go to all the additional biomes, because of course there's not enough patching of all that. Because when someone adds a new creature, if they don't make a patch for the custom biomes that they might or might not have, of course they won't be added to your game, etc., etc.
Oh, Altos, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I bought a video game's worth of fuel last stream, huh?
Just a few fuel. Just a few fuel. Is there a limit to how much fuel you can have?
I don't think so. Only one way to find out.
So you need 1,337 fuel.
Nice. Hey, it's
Hey,
our
it's the
favorite
good music.
song.
Hey, we haven't seen that one before.
Nope.
The snail. The glowing snail.
The runes tell a story of loss and grief, a world destroyed, devoured, an ancient happiness that has been entirely forgotten and will never return.
Strange apathy has consumed your crew. For days they've been moving listlessly. And talking seldom.
Oh, why am I going this way? This isn't where I need to go.
Is there a hole? Oh, there's a stain on the wall. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, it means I'm in a not nice place.
Can you pick up the stain?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it would let me do that one again.
Is the world supposed to be shimmering like that?
No, I'm insane.
So the trick is to always go backwards, then I take it, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, can you imagine if that was an achievement? Only drive the Kinetipede backwards?
No.
That's all you're allowed to do. Go backward. Back that beetle up, boy. I mean, isn't that what like a lot of achievements are supposed to be, is torture?
Yeah.
Like, have you not met completionists or speedrunners before? Gotta get all of the items!
I can't help but feel like I'm gonna walk right by my target.
Don't worry, your navigator will tell you when you're one tile away where it is.
That is unfortunately true.
Wait.
No. And Vigorous is missing. The rest of the crew are hopeful, but you realize with sudden certainty that she'll never be found. A solitary jaunt into the darkness seems most likely, though. Uncharacteristic and vigorous has always been the sensible sort. Perhaps, no, you're unwilling to countenance the alternative. You hold a brief memorial service. Anne Vigorous was well liked. Oh dear. God hunters. The hunters ride in hollow gods, deity corpses with their innards scraped out and replaced with machinery. The hooks and harpoons are designed for god butchery. You never heard of a mere kinetipede defeating one. You don't voice this out loud to your crew, of course, because seeing a group of unthreaded encroaching on their territory, the hunters have clearly decided to have a little extracurricular sport.
Neat. They seem like fun people.
You know it, huh?
Posture check. Hey, cool. It's kind of cruel of you to do that, Altos, because I am literally twisting like a whole 180 degrees in my chair to look at another laptop right now.
Asphyxies. You can't see them, but you can hear them singing in eerie harmony. Tiny invisible martyrs who look for open mouths and nostrils, eager to climb down and expand, filling an enemy's throat or lung with their own bloated body, dying in the process, but strangling their prey from the inside. Then the rest of the swarm can feast. Hold your breath.
Neat. You clamp a hand over your mouth and rush through the kinetipede, miming desperately at your crew to do the same. You can feel the tiny talons trying to pry apart your fingers, but you hold firm. Still holding your breath, you gather the things that keep asphyxies at bay: copper, mirrors, anything patterned with polka dots. You drive out the swarm, listening to them chitter and chatter as they whirl invisibly away.
Yay.
But yeah, no, work gave me a surprise review to do today, so it's been kind of fun. A horned skull, a remnant of the War of the Gods, or perhaps some other ancient dead god stolen from another world by the house. Your crew mutter amongst themselves fearfully, a cold fist clenches in your stomach. Something about this makes you feel like the back of your teeth are being scraped by sharp iron.
Let's look inside.
As you approach the eye socket, rustle from within, a flood of pale moths spiral forth, hissing and chittering and hungry. They send on Canfield Cogdale, your swabby, who had been attempting to chip off some of the skull's ivory as a souvenir. In only a matter of moments, he will be stripped to the bone.
No.
You grab a flaming torch and hurl at him. He is badly burned, but the moths scatter.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be real with you, fam. I don't know why everyone on your crew doesn't just like perpetually wear like a gas mask with like E95 filters or something.
I don't know.
Like then the asphyxies just wouldn't be a problem, and like anything that wants to go down your throat just wouldn't be a problem. Like PPE, man, PPE.
Yeah, see, I don't have any of the insanity shops like I should.
Remember, you have to have something to. It has to be a place where you sell things normally.
Yeah, this is a shop.
Hmm.
Wait, did you increase the price of the desiccation engine? Well, shit.
Do you have some feature that prevents you from going completely insane?
No. It says it costs 8,600 for some reason.
A steal at twice the price.
It's 2.5 times the usual price.
We're buying it though, right?
That's not enough. One of them isn't gonna be enough.
What are those things? Aren't those just engines?
No, it's a weapon.
Okay.
Ugh. You walk around the outskirts of the shambles, the swollen machine that the Thread had used to butcher their captured gods. It's the size of a city district, a rusted agglomeration of spikes and skewers and buzzsaws so colossal that your eyes ache trying to take it all in. Suddenly you hear a weak cry for help. You rush toward the sound and find one of the knackers, the Emperor's squad of butchers, hanging limply from a hook a few dozen feet above you. His thread is all tangled and twisted in the machinery behind him. Fetch me a vessel, croaks the knacker. Blood spills from his open mouth. Dying, eh? Watch the knacker as he dies. The threaded are monsters, and powerful monsters at that. This should be an interesting study in their weaknesses.
The knacker struggles weakly upon his hook, a just-pinned butterfly. You flip open a notepad, click your pen, and observe the demise of a god killer. He dies just like an unthreaded human in the end. Perhaps his thread is caught in the machine behind him. You note that it hangs more limply than usual as it emerges from the corners of his mouth, his fingertips, and his eyes.
Let me search something real quick.
Fuel is relatively cheap here.
What? What's up, Altos? Did you do that? Or what? Did you accidentally do that?
I'm sure it's fine.
Altos, if it's an accident, I can just, I can just cheat myself enough money to get the 3 that I should be able to afford anyway. I don't think that would be cheating. I think that's just fixing a glitch. Huh?
No, like I'm thinking you might have gotten a perk, a hidden perk of some sort that's toggled things in a weird way.
No, I doubt it. What's up, Altos? What are you thinking? That is fair. Alright, I guess I'll buy one while I'm here at least.
Then that is absolutely fair, Altos. I am a huge fan of modding things to make them a bit more reasonably difficult.
Drains people dry, crumbles their bones.
I mean, you might be able to knock over like small vessels now.
Oh, absolutely. One of these things will F up a weaker vessel, eh, Altos? I do also have unimaginable treasure to sell, so there's that.
Unimaginable.
Is one of these things will mess up a some of the weaker enemies just fine. Just one desiccation cannon, right? Yeah. That's what I was asking. Alright. Technically, if I were feeling suicidal, I could fight one of those,
Party buses?
party bus gods, whichever. But I'll see if I can grab a second one before we go back up north, though.
Yep.
Ah, screw it. Let's do it. This is gonna hurt.
That music just reminds me of something from Nintendo. So you gotta take out their gunners, right?
No one in the weapons bay? Bruh. Miscalculation. Ah, fuck.
Retreat, go back a little further, maybe? I don't know.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, distance doesn't make a difference to the shooting?
It does for some, not for the one I'm using.
Yeah, but for them, like, make it harder for them to hit is what I'm getting at.
Good point. Oh, am I hooked? I might be hooked.
Yeah, you are.
Oh well.
Uh-oh!
Heart lights out. You good there, Chief?
He's working on it, man. He's working on it. He'll get there. He'll get there. Don't worry about it. Just give him a moment. Just give him...
Well, their lights out too.
What's the orange bar? Is that stamina?
That's health.
Oh, and the blue bar is stamina then?
Sanity.
Ah, sanity. Neat. On the upside, you can pick up their weapons after this, right?
No.
Oh.
There is someone in the weapons bay. Oh, those are enemies.
It's hard to aim when enemies are controlling your gun.
Yeah, retreat, motherfuckers.
No, you just have one guy left on your ship and those 5 guys on theirs.
They fixed their heart light.
Makes them an easier target.
Oh, you're trying to get away now. I see.
And he just killed your guy. Your dude. Can you set this game up so that you do boarding actions?
Yeah, you can board.
Okay.
I never do, though.
Oh, they're trying to run away.
Oh, I think my engine's out.
Well, you've got 2 harpooners and a enemy gunner left. Man, he's got a ton of hit points. Is there any reason you don't target directly on the person?
I'm trying to hit more than one thing. Holy crap, he does not want to die.
He's a god killer after all. That last guy who's manning that gun on that far corner is just like, dude, it's not my dude. It's not my responsibility. I was told to manage this gun. I'm gonna manage this gun. Maybe if they ignore me, or if I don't do anything to them, they'll ignore me.
Why isn't he taking damage?
He might be frozen because he never moved yet. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there's two of them there.
Never mind, there's three of them there.
This is not how combat is supposed to go.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, this is a little frustrating. I don't know what the fuck's going on up there.
There's just a bunch of them stacked on top of each other. Hey Mar, how's it going? Alright, we're just having a slightly insane combat.
Yeah, the problem is my crew is killing each other.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah, because they're insane, huh?
Hmm.
With the thread inside dead, there's nothing attaching the hollow god to the ceiling above. Its threads snap and it falls limply to the floor. You live to fight again, huh? The squid gauze lies slumped across the floor, a great rubbery tangle as large as a hill. Where do you even start? After hours of pushing away limp tentacles and arm-length maggots, your heart skips a beat. Could it be? With a revenant whisper, you call over your crew and haul the key from the wreckage. I gained a god corpse and a key.
Dun dun dun.
Oh!
Are those common to get?
Pardon?
The keys.
What about them?
Are those common to get in battle?
When you're fighting gods, they are.
Oh, so this is actually a god, not a pretend god killer.
It's a god corp. It's an actual god that they've hollowed out and filled with machinery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this just a random encounter, or is this like a specific encounter?
Random encounter.
Shit, man.
Alright, let's take 10. I'm getting overwhelmed here in the phone's ringing.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, Mar, my condolences. That's logistics is always a pain. Although I will mention. Or wait, are you doing delivery logistics or receiving logistics? Because holy fuck, delivery logistics are awful. Ugh. Ugh. My absolute condolences. If I had $1 for every time a customer did not know where they lived, I would have like tens of thousands of dollars. I am so glad that I don't do logistics anymore, because when you've got a good crew, they're goddamn godlike. But when you have a bad crew, ah, yeah, okay. So you've got the twin goals of logistics and manufacturing. So you've got, people who don't write down what they're doing because they know what they're doing, and then you've got the trying to get the parts to where they need to go, which is its own little kettle of fish.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
No worries.
I was getting overwhelmed because everyone was talking and the phone was ringing and there was a new thing we haven't done yet. A shambling, bright-eyed statue that believes itself a god. It commands you to kneel, its voice buzzing with occult command. The bones in your knees creak. Resist! Against all odds, you resist the urge to kneel. The idol roars in fury at this impudence and issues a word of white-hot, scorching rebuke. Your kinetipede rocks back and forth under the impact. The idol turns and trudges back into the darkness, apparently considering you duly chastised.
The cycle must continue.
God, look at my hull.
You don't need a hull.
I'm at 2 out of 15 hull.
Turn your heart light back on, buddy.
I thought I did.
You didn't. You've just been driving in the dark. Oh boy.
Oh no. Collapse library. Yay!
No. Now look at your hull.
Minus 18.
You have negative hull.
Hey, look, it's a guy.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dude.
The air shimmers with heat. The Imperatrix's palace looms at the city's heart, a tower of witch glass and fused bone. Hey, we need to buy some of that witch glass, or find it.
We'll get some free ones nearby.
The hideous skull of some slaughtered deity. The dancing god stands shackled to the great tower, almost as tall. It capers madly in chains, blasts of fire, keeping its lumpen feet from falling still.
Yes, unfortunately he is. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Strange little shop. It's been here a long time.
Yeah, Mar, I had a buddy who ended up being fired because of that particular situation you mentioned. They mentioned a specific type of steel that was discontinued for their in their supply chain, and so he used the standard as-is replacement, and it turned out nobody told him that they still had a stockpile at the other facility of that steel that they wanted to use up for that specific part. And so he was fired because he subbed in this other steel, and they couldn't use the discontinued stuff because this was a special order that was made just for the discontinued stuff, and the standard orders couldn't use it. He was so pissed.
I just bought so many prisms. It's awesome.
Yeah. What about the steel plating? What will that give you? The theurgic steel plating?
Increased hull strength because Altos told me that those things don't work. They resist sanity lost and resist occult weaponry.
Okay, fair. Alternative damage types like that can be a bit painful to code, because unless you have the specific weapon be affected by that damage resistance, it'll just, or unless there's a framework to incorporate those, they tend to be, each weapon needs to be modified rather than the damage type being modified, which is painful. This is a Unity game though, right?
I don't know.
It kind of feels like it. So technically you could do a Harmony patch that would do that, but it would be a pain.
An enormous clockwork hummingbird lands on the street beside you, bronze feathers shimmering, its eyes 2 pearls as big as your head. A door swings open on its belly, revealing a comfortable-looking armchair and a glass viewport where the bird's cloaca should be. Care for a guided tour unthreaded, drawls the threaded man who sits atop the hummingbird's saddle. For only 100 guineas, I'll show you the delights of our magnificent city. Sure. You want to read, Chris?
Sure. The hummingbird takes you on a swooping tour of the whole Byssus, with the guide providing sporadic and condescending commentary. Hey, like me! To your right is the Ark of Pure Thought. See how it glimmers. It is looping around the silver rails of the Serpent Metropolitan. To your left, of course, more statues of the old Imperator. Such a fierce visage, and that is the dancing god. See how it writhes in torment? Ah, and this is the Hall of Wonders, which boasts treasures so magnificent they would make your tiny, unattached brain fall out of your skull.
I know, I sold them 3 of them.
The hummingbird fits through impossible circular waterfalls between legs of magnificent stone monuments that wave their hands as though they were alive, beneath immense gold spheres like comets and fading statues that have been sculpted from violet smoke. Byssus is the jewel and the crown of the empire, says the tour guide proudly. Despite all his rudeness, you can't disagree.
Yay.
Yeah. The reason I asked...
Oh, go ahead.
The air shimmers with heat. Dancing...
Oh, no, you've already read that. I meant,
okay,
what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to tell Altos, with Harmony patches, it's pretty easy to do, like, look up parent of this particular node, patch all children of that node that I looked up. A colossal man sits on a golden throne.
I'm dreaming, by the way.
Yeah. His crown and ancient head is so jeweled it's almost gaudy. His face sharply cheekboned and painfully handsome, though lined with age. In one hand, he holds a diamond-studded scepter. Wanderer, says the man softly, even though he is taller than most buildings. I come to thee in supplication. End my torment. Suddenly you recognize him, the dancing god, the hideous and hideously tortured deity who looms at the center of Byssus. The threaded torments him for sport, and he shuffles his lumpen feet with every new lick of flame, but in your dream he is neither bent nor scarred.
I wish gods would leave my dreams alone for once.
Then knowest that what it means to be subject to the capricious will of those more powerful than thee, says the god. Hey, can you make a crew member?
How can I help?
I wish to break free of my prison, says the dancing god. His eyes are like 2 shards of a broken mirror. The threaded killeth my kind, and enslaveth thine. We have a common enemy. Art thou familiar with the vessels, empty sacks of flesh, alive but dead, their souls pulled from their body? They were unthreaded humans once, like thou. The dancing god leans forward. If we could return their souls to their body and free them, it would cause havoc across the empire, enough chaos for me to effect mine escape. Hey, does that mean you have no soul in your body?
No, because I'm not a vessel.
But like they were unthreaded humans once, like thou.
Unthreaded
so
means
are you
they
an
weren't
unthreaded human?
No, yeah, unthreaded means the special thread they use to turn people into super thingies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's
it'd be kind of entertaining if he was implying that you were also like just a
thread.
No, just a soulless husk of a body that was once human.
Actually, I'll sell them my warding iron because I can buy it a lot cheaper than I can sell it here for.
Yeah, but you can buy your witch glass if you need it, because you do need 3.
I will get free ones soon. Anyway, I'll help you.
I am very grateful. The old god bows his head, his flesh twisting before your eyes. His robes become ragged, his skin swirls with scars. The souls of the vessels power the shambles, the horror machines used in Murgulus. Rend the flesh of gods, retrieve them from the shambles, and bring them to me.
I awake with a strange feeling of clarity. Why didn't it give me any sanity?
Because you were... your sanity, we went to fix your hull. By the way, you should fix your hull.
I know.
Yay! Hull is patched. We use the threaded corpses. Just like they did in Firefly, the movie. They just put them on the hull, painted them nice and red.
I forget, why have I got... What quest is it related to unlock a door at the southern edge of the known house?
Oh.
I want to... As a dream of clocks? Oh. Yep.
Like, I'll admit, without the quest guide, I would have no idea what we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. So, heads up, Noot. I'm probably going to be heading out, sadly, at 10:30.
Boo.
I know. The perils of being a small business manager.
I gained a dubious trinket, but I clicked the button too fast for you to read it.
You could take out the snail. The snail's stuck. You don't think you could take out the snail?
No. How would you feel about taking a hour or two break and then continuing?
I have no idea when I'll be back.
Alright.
Because yeah, like I told you before, I have to redo the we have to do the budget for 2024.
Well, fair enough. If you get back, do you wanna, or yeah, probably not today.
Probably not today, because I'm going to be kind of just mentally wrecked after that.
Fair enough. Well,
I am not in high energy mode right now. Because it is winter season. The winter season is my season of recovery. No, I don't know if you know this, Newt, but when in the summer, I'm usually working like 100-hour weeks.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Oh look, she found us. We're near New Drayden.
I remember on the solstice, I got to work at 5:30 in the morning before 5 in the morning before sunrise, and I went home after sunset at like 11:30 p.m. That was a long day. An ancient grimoire. And the witch class is way cheaper here.
Yep. The Empire's grand new experiment, a city at war with its own reflection. Half of New Drayden can only be found by looking through the cracked sheets of witch glass blanketing its floor. A citizen of New Drayden is not respected until they've killed their mirror self, until they can look down and see only a corpse staring back.
So why is witch glass so valuable if there's so many structures made of this giant amounts of it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like at a certain point, people would just be, scraping it off the ground. It's like if they decided in the real world to pave the streets with gold. It's not going to last that long. Might drive the price of gold up, but people will just literally take a hammer and start chipping at it.
Did I just get a bunch of free I just got a bunch of free apprehensions, Altos.
Yeah.
No, but like every time I did something in here, it gave me new apprehensions. Like it's not supposed to.
Altos, I'm guessing the negative hull thing will cause you to die on the next time you take like combat damage.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's more of like a it implies it's like being massively vulnerable, is my guess. That the last chance to not die kind of thing. Because for as much as this game risks like scaring you out of your mind, it doesn't have too much insta kills or yet another stupid death type situations, which I don't mind. Like that was more of a late 90s, early 2000s style of gameplay.
I'm gonna load up on a big load of witch glass and then sell it somewhere where it's expensive.
Fair. I don't think you could have sold it in the city we just came from, but maybe somewhere else.
I can buy. Yeah, I can sell it there.
Yeah, you can, but I don't think you'd get a good enough price.
Oh, those are the only places I can sell it.
You can't sell it at the delving spot, like where they go into the dark?
I don't think so.
Okay, no, fair.
I'm gonna have to ditch a bunch of stupid stuff.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can travel through my fetch mirror while I have witch glass.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
One chance to buy mirrors? What do you mean by that, Altos?
You'll find out.
Fetch mirrors,
I
as
got
common as brick.
way too much witch glass.
How much are you overloaded in weight?
You don't want to know.
Are you at 100? 100 over?
13 over.
You're not that far over.
Yeah, but I'm out of cheap stuff that I can sell. Or dump.
Yeah. I mean, the newfound species is... You killed it.
I think I need that to get... Hang on.
Sell the key of all things. Just like, eh. Do we hold your hand? No, you can literally dump the important quest item that will save the world. You can dump it on the ground.
Well, this was a mistake.
The Fargyle whiskey, it's not the specific... You don't need as much of it, right?
No,
Because it's
but
not
it's
the specific brand.
It's kind of expensive, but oh well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's go to Bisis. I know it's all the way... It's only over there, but whatever.
So how much was the witch glass going for here? Oh wow, never mind. It does sell for 50 gold a pop extra.
That wasn't worth it, at all.
You could keep repeating that.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
But it would just advance time quite a bit, and I don't know if that's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but, yeah, sure, let's go back.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it was only a minor extinction event. Don't worry about it too much, Mar. Nobody needs to know about it because anybody who needs to know about it isn't here anymore, okay? It's, you know, these things happen.
I got 11 fetch mirrors, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
New Drayden stands gleaming and spotless and empty. Everyone is gone. The mirror glass sheets reflect nothing but architecture and a few abandoned remnants of life. An upset cart, a table of half-eaten meals. An evacuation, an abduction? New Drayden offers no answers, only crushing silence.
Uh-oh.
Prize up a pane of witch glass. It's not like there's anyone there to stop you. You order your crew to prize up some glass from the floor for further examination. Whispering fearfully, they walk into the empty city and search for a cracked edge. You stand over them, hawk-eyed, as they don their gloves and slide a crowbar into the fracture.
Did you forget to kill your mirror clone?
Must have been.
Your mirror clone decided to kill everyone who was left.
Your footsteps echo endlessly across endless glass. No matter how far you walk, you don't see a soul. Your face stares back at you from 1,000 angles. When you stare down in the city reflection for too long, you swear you see vague, distant figures darting out of sight. Something happened to New Drayden, but you doubt the Empire will ever admit it.
Go to the shops, see what the shops are. Aw, there's no shops nearby.
Nope. It's fine. Alright, let's go to
Search for
Morgoth.
recent news. See if you can find any of the like newspapers from, yesterday. See what happened. Oh, Clive Madoon died.
You're
Shame.
losing it, Canoe.
Hey. It was only mildly Keter class event. Only a mild Keter class event.
Fun fact, those types don't refer to how dangerous they are, it's how difficult they are to contain.
So, I remember when it was only like Keter and what was the other one?
There's Keter, Safe, and Euclid.
Yeah, but there's more types now.
No, but those, yeah, but that refers to how hard it is to contain it, not how dangerous it is.
That's true. I think my favorite of the old ones is the satellite, the kill sat, that they can't tune down. They can only tune up. I've not read much of the new stuff after the website redesign and the attempted IP theft. Yeah.
Wander the streets.
Yeah, Altos, I kind of agree. It's kind of become a TV tropes page of just possible horror tropes.
Alright, I found them a vessel instead of watching them die this time.
Hoping to find a vessel. You rush to a more populated part of Mergulus, hoping to find a vessel for the dying man. There, you come across a threaded citizen gliding about her day-to-day life. Once you've imparted the urgency of the situation, she plucks you up by your armpits, flies you to the nearest hospital. In the hospital's immaculate white corridors, you discover threaded doctors herding hordes of vessels between the wards. The vessels are unthreaded humans whose minds have been destroyed. They shuffle like undead things, drooling and sobbing. The woman who flew you here notices you're looking for her. To heal one of the threaded, a vessel must be sacrificed. It is the way of things.
Is there no other way?
How else do you suggest we heal the poor man? Asked the threaded woman, looking genuinely confused. This is what vessels are for, unthreaded. I will not abide your primitive medicines being inflicted upon a threaded citizen.
Fly the vessel.
The threaded woman grabs a dull-eyed vessel, lifting you both as easily as one might lift two straw dolls. She flies you back to the shambles. You guide her to the dying knacker's location. Thank the abstract concept of mercy, exclaims the knacker as the threaded woman helps him down. I am saved. Once she has set him down, the threaded woman draws a chalk circle around him and another around the vessel. A flash of scarlet light, a sigh, and a stab of blinding pain in your skull. Instantly, the knacker is whole and healed, not even scarred, while the vessel's corpse lies mangled on the floor, a bloody hole through his torso. Thank you, says the knacker again. His clothes, at least, are still stained with blood, although the same could be said for most of the god butchers.
Oh, well, might as well ask for a reward.
I suppose you did save the life of a higher being, and that sort of thing ought to be encouraged, sighs the knacker. He holds up his hand, and a quivering, folding, geometrically impossible shape manifests upon his palm. Here, a toy to play with. The two threaded turn away from you, dismissing you from their thoughts entirely. The woman nudges the corpse of the vessel with the tip of her foot. This will have to be cleaned up.
An unpleasant story, but at least you got something shiny out of it.
Shiny, and now you can't move!
Enter the shambles in search of the souls of the vessels.
The shambles squats at the outskirts of Mergulus, a rusting amalgamation of spikes and chains and circular saws. There are no guards. Who would willingly trespass inside a machine to build gods? A test of graft. Oh god. From a distance, the shambles look impenetrable, but as you approach, it opens itself up, like a beautiful flower or a cluster of blades parting like curtains, revealing a blood-drenched tunnel into its bowels. The stench that rolls forth is suffocating, blood and offal and terror. You step into the shambles, your feet crunching on small bones. A blade slams down behind you. It brings darkness with it. No way out. Odd. You thought the shambles was only active during the day, but you can hear something grinding and rumbling below. It's just a paper shredder. It's fine. It's fine. What are gods but paperwork made manifest?
Colored lights are shining from your pack. Requires one enchanted gimmick, huh?
Uh-oh, that might be a god. Your enchanted gimmick. Hey, Dragon Tear Leather. Nice to have you here. Your enchanted gimmick has lit up and started whistling frantically as you hold it. It seems to tug you in a certain direction. Is there some hungry, occult devouring thing at the center of shambles, pulling it in? You follow it for a while, ducking loops of chain and swinging cleavers. Eventually, it crumbles into dust in your palm.
I saw this place in a dream.
You saw all this in a nightmare a long time ago. You remember every rusted hook, every puddle of blood, every dangling ribbon of flesh. You just need to follow the path you took in your vision. You walk. After a while, the memory of the dream fades.
Instinct!
You lift your feet carefully over spiked chains, duck beneath those saws. Some unerring instinct tells you the right way to go.
The shambles is a machine. I know machines.
I mean, it's like a rotunda in that it has doors, dragon. You follow a promising cable as far as you can. It leads you to a panel of switches. You disable much of the machinery. It might be your imagination as you continue on, but the rumbling seems a little more subdued, and the hideous rusted weaponry a little less eager to take a swing at you.
Finally, I stumble across a rusted lockbox.
As you touch the lockbox, a torrent of visions flood your mind. Fragments of 100,000 lives, bitter rows with parents, aching insecurities in the mirror, small amounts of quiet pleasure in the dark, and above all, a profound and crushing sadness. Free us, begs a voice in your head. Return us to ourselves. This is it, a box filled with the vessel's stolen souls. You flee from the shambles, dodging cleavers and axes and spinning blades, clutching the box tight to your chest.
I must return to Bisis.
Oh man, I have an amazing idea.
What?
We should open the box in the mushroom dream. Problem fucking solved, boys.
Turn all the mushrooms into disembodied people?
No. Have the mushrooms have disembodied souls as slaves.
Oh.
Give them a sense of purpose, a sense of superiority.
Snail.
Also, it would make the mushroom sworn enemy of the threaded, which, has its own minor issue.
Take me to Snurch.
Because the mushrooms could totally take the threaded, right?
Snorship like a snail at the shrine of your light.
Crunch goes the hull.
I'll snell you my snins so you can snorp in your snife.
Ooh, we could tell the Imperatrix that the dying god wants to betray them.
Let's not, though. The dancing god comes to me in another dream.
Thou hast done excellently, says the god king on his golden throne. Most of the vessels in the empire are to be found at Philomenor. Travel there, open the box, allowing the souls of thy kin to return to their bodies. Long ago I weakened my body and bonds enough to escape, but I knew if I did I would just be recaptured. This will prove the distraction I need to get away.
I awake with a new sense of purpose. Philomenor. The Forbidden Gate,
All gates are forbidden, as if there's a sign.
Verboten. No. Go away, Squid Boy.
As you approach the skull, a horned skull, you are swallowed in a rush of darkness. You find yourself falling through visions of titanic figures, locked in a flickering, headache-inducing battle that you can only somewhat comprehend. You recognize some of the warriors. Nahash, the serpent, miles of scale of sinew, its skin notched with 1,000 crowded bookshelves. Will Lopan, the son of stars, bright and merry and wielding a sword of light. They are battling some sort of colossal horned beast, and they are losing badly. Books and bright blood scatter the floor. The tide only turns when a flock of angels descend on the beast, biting and scratching and bringing it to the floor even as it swats them like flies.
Hang on.
Oh, hey! We see the how much all the crew members are wounded now.
Yep.
Neat. Didn't we have someone who was wounded before that we were trying to talk to, but they were too wounded?
Hang on. I'm doing math. Alright, I can barely get Willowpan to like me. But I need to not go to any more skulls.
Illuminor. The gateway to the rest of the Empire, where the unthreaded are forbidden to tread. The gateway is no metaphor. The entire city is built on top and inside a gate which fills the room from floor to wall to ceiling. Predictably, the Empire has lined their gate with the spiked heads of gods. Each looks immensely tired, regal, and sad.
Gather news.
There's news from the Forbidden Empire.
No, we don't have time to read that.
That's fair.
Release the souls.
You head to the Valorous Man's Hospital, a tower of whitewashed concrete that sticks from the city gate up like an upraised thrum. This is where most of the vessels in the Empire are housed. As you enter the reception, the threaded man behind the desks looks up at you with weary irritation. Can we get a handler out here, please? He demands in a handset. One of the vessels has wandered into the lobby again.
Pretend to be a vessel. Stare vacantly. Don't scratch your nose, no matter how itchy.
A threaded woman in a white coat walks into the lobby. She's leading a group of unthreaded men and women behind her, each dressed in a threadbare white shift and staring blankly at their feet. They shuffle after the threaded woman unquestionably. Come on, vessel, says the threaded woman, grabbing you roughly by the arm and pushing you in line with the others. Follow. Follow. You get in line as the vessels trudge listlessly down a long, gleaming corridor. The doctor leads you into a ward where a warrior hangs half dead at the end of his thread. From his necklace of teeth, you assume he must be a god hunter. Hurry up, grumbles the hunter, wincing. His abdomen has been slashed open and inexpertly bandaged. His blood puddles on the floor.
Push your way to the front.
As you push forward, a white-coated doctor grabs your arm. Ah, we have an eager one, she says, a length of dark thread pulling her lips into a smile. She draws a circle and chakra on the feet of the wounded warrior, and then a second circle around your own. Whistle with her chant, she draws a line between the two. A flash of red light, a horrific pain in your stomach knocks the breath from you, sends you sprawling to the floor. The warrior is now completely whole and unharmed. This vanished wound has appeared in your own abdomen. Thank you, doctor. The warrior bows so low as his god teeth necklace clatters against the floor. You can only writhe in pain.
Open the lockbox.
The padlock and chains have rusted to near nothing. You snap them off with ease. The lid flies open. The box shatters. A roaring cloud of ghosts blossom forth and fly into the mouths and nostrils of the expressionless vessels. The men and women don't return to emotion and consciousness. They don't gasp or weep or stare at their hands in the shock. Instead, they begin to change. Clusters of teeth poke through skin on their foreheads. Their eyes expand like balloons. Worm-like tendrils of flesh rip through their clothing, swelling into tentacles covered in laughing human mouths. The threaded doctor is speared by an enormous hooked blade of a fingernail.
Run.
The hospital collapses behind you, flooding the streets of Philomenour and rubble. Flesh tentacles as long as rainbows unspool from the wreckage, arcing over the cityscape, slamming down on rooftops. Everything becomes dust and panic. The next few minutes are a series of vague impressions, screams, flames spitting through the air, hundreds of threaded figures, warrior and civilian alike. Flying up to battle the flesh beasts emerging from the hospital, you dash through the convulsing city, dodging the occasional falling brick, leaping over cracks in the street. Finally, you make it back to your Connecticut and order a quick getaway.
That was certainly enough of a distraction.
Yes. I'm sure everything is normal.
Yeah, let's go to Bisis.
Excuse me.
After that, we can fetch Mirror to the City of Keys and finish up.
Okie dokie. A haunting vision.
Because I think my guys need a month off.
Yeah, and that's about the point where I'm gonna, head out myself too.
Yep.
I wish the chat window I could set up to be always on top. Oh well.
The dancing god is missing from the city's horizon. Did he escape?
Biasis has changed. Half the buildings are smoldering wrecks. The rest have bullet holes in the brick. You pass an entire street that lies in ruins. Several corpses have been impaled in the center square. One of the dead bodies is the Imperatrix herself, uncrowned, her purple back, scab armor cracked like a crab shell.
Ask the citizens what's going on.
I don't have time to chat to an unthreaded, sneers one of the threaded citizens you ask. They rest hurry by without even bothering to reply.
Walk to the tower where the dancing god was shackled.
As you near the tower, you spot the dancing god's outstretched corpse. Several buildings have been flattened beneath his vast dead bulk. A peaceful smile is spread across his face. Several of the thread are already working at him with a bone saw, carrying meat and bone away on wheelbarrows. A tap on your shoulder, you turn to see a bald threaded you don't recognize wearing a crown of teeth upon his head. You must be the unthreaded, he says. You were a most useful tool. We needed something to distract the Imperatrix from our coup.
I thought I was working for the dancing god.
Yes, and he was working for us. Thread yanks up the Imperator's arm, pointing it at the dancing god's corpse. His payment was death, which he yearned for above all else. The Imperatrix lacked the means to kill him. We could provide it.
Who are you?
Once I had the honor to be Assidious Slaughterer, the chief of the Krakeners. I am now Imperator of Thread.
So all along, I just provided the distraction for a coup.
The souls you retrieved from the shambles were not the souls of vessels, says the bald threaded. They were the souls of dead gods. Much more powerful. The Imperatrix was forced to send all her most loyal troops to Philomenour to deal with the outbreak. That's when we struck. The previous Imperator was a great man, and it was a shame to kill his daughter. But the fact we were able to defeat her proves she was too weak.
The dancing god promised me secrets, gold, and power.
Threaded do not forget their obligations. A promise made is a promise kept. The bald man waves to his servants, who bring forth a golden golem beetle with wings of glittering diamond. It chitters and flies to your shoulder. Gold. Secrets. The servants lay a scroll on the ground at your feet. When you read it later, you will discover a detailed summary of the schemes of the clandestine. Power. Finally, the servants lay a steel scepter at your feet. It buzzes with some innate energy. The sight of it is enough to make your hair stand on end. And our business concludes. You are lucky, unthreaded. Fleas such as yourself rarely influence the history of our empire. Do not test your luck, but by attempting to do so again.
Yay, and yes, I am very good at coups.
We still haven't had a coup yet, though.
Immediately sell it back to them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's... Hey, everybody recovered.
Yup.
Entertain a guess. Genevieve Cole.
She looks up your parlor, up and down. This is where the magic happens, eh? She's waggling her eyebrows. Your conversation touches on the politics of gods, obscure points of Confederate philosophy, and the most recent occult developments at Pauper's College. As the conversation starts to get interesting, she leans forward with her hands folded in her lap. She nearly knows you're showing off. She doesn't care. She takes it as permission to show off, too, and the two of you sit pontificating long into the small hours.
Yeah, let's fade to black.
Fade to black.
She my girl.
You just got married, Bo.
I don't care. That's not even the person that I want to date. I'm dating Cromlech. We're gonna get married and it's gonna be wonderful.
Congrats.
Oh my god, another new subplot time for a rewrite.
It'll be fine. Don't worry, you'll do like the last 75% of your manuscripts in one like just manic surge at like 2 a.m. the night before it's due.
It's fine.
You'll get a solid D grade at from the Pauper's College, and they'll be like, okay, you got your degree, you're good to go.
Let's give them another corpse of a god, huh?
Yep.
Does your hubris know no bounds? 2 corpses of gods? The city is ill with fear. It's only a matter of time before a violent mob descends to punish you for your blasphemies.
Hey, donate a key. Just be like, yeah, nobody needs to open doors. I just have a key.
Yeah.
Would that get you? Would that get you robbed?
I don't know. Two oscillating prisms hovering over their plinths, folding and undulating and hurting your eyes. Is the floor shifting beneath your feet, or are you merely dizzy? Will it pass inspections? No. Okay. More propaganda.
I mean, we didn't kill the gods. We're just dropping off their corpses in a museum to prove that there was only ever 9 gods, and we're gonna have 9 gods in our museum. And like,
Yep.
nobody's ever lied and said there was, and implied that there wouldn't be more than 9 gods, right?
Why are we
Right?
killing gods? So we can put them in a museum, of course.
Yeah, it belongs in a museum.
What else do I only have a little bit of? Do I have primordial oddity? I do.
Again, I think you should save and put a key in there.
Oh, no, it's fine. It just, people just find it very beautiful, and it's good for academics and all that. There's nothing wrong with it.
Fair.
Yep. Do I have a biological anomaly by chance? I don't. Oh, more people carving shit into my walls, huh?
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
That's why you only have 4 walls. That means they can only carve on 4 sides of your building. If you had a bigger building, they'd carve more symbols, and that would be bad. We just make the inside bigger without making the outside bigger. Just don't worry about it.
It's fine. It probably, by this point, it probably is bigger on the outside, or the inside than it is on the outside.
Yeah. The building has a safety factor of 7, okay? The museum it has a safety factor of 7.
So we can afford another cannon next time we play the game, and we can really start fucking up gods. Because I do want to get 9 god corpses in the museum.
Nice. If you get excess keys, I would like to see like 9 keys in the museum too, just to prove like.
You know what I'll do? I'll save up the keys and I'll put them in there, and then I'll save just to let you see what it says about it, or like
Cool.
load.
Yeah. Anywho, I gotta sign off because I've got a unexpectedly busy day, and it would thank you all for coming to the stream today. I was Chris.
Hope you all had fun.
And that was Noot.
Yep.
Cheerios, everybody.
Cheerios.